Hey love, I hope that you are doing well. I am Noni, if you didn't already know. Now before we start in this video, do me a favor, like this video and go share it with someone because people need some good messages out there. And I'm all about bringing some positivity your way as well as some practicality, realistic, and mysticism as well. So if you have any questions, let me know. All right, so today we are going to talk about adulting. It is actually called Adulting 101. And yes, this video is mostly for my young people, the generations before me, or I guess after me, the generations after me that are really coming into this world, coming to find yourself, trying to figure out your future. Breathe for a minute. All right, now pay attention because we have a lot of important things to talk about. And the first important thing we're going to talk about is going to be your tarot card for this week. And your tarot card is Trust Yourself, which is highly appropriate for this topic because trust yourself is basically telling you, listen, no matter what kind of obstacles or what kind of situations that you're dealing with right now, you're doing just fine. Your life is okay. Trust yourself. Trust who you are. Trust what you're becoming. And always, always, always stick by your side, all right? I know sometimes life seems a little complicated and you might even be just a little overwhelmed within your own self, even by yourself. Sit down and listen to your genuine self. What's it saying? Trust yourself. You know the way. And don't forget to ask questions, okay? Never forget that. All right, so Adulting 101. What do we need to know? I've got 10 really important things for you all of my young people because I remember when I was like in high school, really graduating, and people were like, so what you gonna do with your life? My answer was, I don't fucking know. What? I barely made it out in life. Like, I just graduated. I spent most of my years in school. I don't know a thing about life. I need to go explore it in order for me to figure out where I fit in the first place. All right, so rule number one. We're all trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. All of us. Doesn't matter what age you are, we are all still here so that we can continue to learn, gain knowledge, love, experiences. Okay? We're all trying to figure out what is going on, why we are here, what our main purpose in life is, and what kind of contribution we can make to those around us. Even the world. Some of us have really big goals to impact this world because it's not just about us. But at the same time, me being in your world definitely means this is your simulation. I'm just here to guide you, which is something that we're going to talk about later on. But definitely just let yourself know that no matter what you are trying to figure out for yourself, especially in the future, keep calm because we are all always figuring it out. And that's okay. We are students of life. And then we become teachers as well. Rule number 2, it is necessary to learn to prioritize in the world of adulting, okay? Does not matter what you have go on, whether or not you are working, you are making time to play for yourself as well, self-help and healing. If you don't prioritize for that for yourself as an adult, I'm gonna come knocking at your door and be like, hey, so you're ignoring the most important person in your life, and that's you. Don't make me knock on your door. And also prioritize your hobbies. Now, as you get older, you're going to start to realize that you've got a lot more freedom. You've got a lot more independence, but you also have a lot more responsibility on yourself. Allow yourself to prioritize not only the time that you put in everything in your life, but also the energy. Make sure that you have energy for the things that you need and energy for the things that you want in your life. Prioritize your activities, your beings, and the people around you. Rule number 3, continue to educate yourself, okay? Please do that. Even though you're getting out of high school, college, graduate school, doesn't matter what it is. Even middle school, doesn't matter what kind of educational system you are getting out of. You are always a student of life. We are always learning. We are learning from our TVs, the books that we read, the people around us, the experiences that we have. But it's also important for you to sit down sometimes and just teach yourself something new or master a topic that you've been learning about. Guys, continue to educate yourself. Pique your curiosity. One thing that I have learned, one thing that I have noticed, when people tend to grow up, they kind of get themselves into a routine. where it's like work and then playtime, home, gotta do this, blah, 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 blah. And they stop piquing their curiosity. They stop wanting to learn about new things. And then life gets a little bit boring for them. They're just stuck in a routine. A way for you to get out of that routine is to allow yourself to learn new things. And don't get me wrong, it's really great learning new things through word of mouth as well, because that's the fastest way that we gain information, but always fact check that. We live in the age of information, which basically means that you've got information from multiple different perspectives in this life that we live in, which is great, except sometimes the information can be false. Double check all the information that you get word of mouth. Okay, and then double check that source of information, because it's really important for you to understand what is really going on. There's so much stuff going on in this world, so much information, so much media, so many different forms of energy just like penetrating ourselves. It's important for you to learn exactly what you want to entertain for yourself. All right, rule number 4. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I don't care. There is no the one romantically, okay? First of all, there are like over 7 billion people in this world. You're telling me only one is for you? One? Now, I think that it is a great idea for you to, at some point in your life, settle if that's your path. But look at it this way. Everyone that you encounter is going to teach you something, and you're going to teach them something. Whether or not they're a friend, a parent, a sibling, even a romantic partner, you guys are going to be guides to each other. Now think of your romantic partner as a guide as well. Now whenever you plan to commit to someone and you want to be with them for a very long time, you're telling yourself that you and this guide are going to have multiple different experiences that allow you to gain more information, allow you to learn more, okay? More about each other, more about yourself, more about your life. You guys are guides. That significant other of yours is a guide. Do you want a long-term, strong bond with them? Or are they here for a reason, a season, or however the phrase goes? Either way, please understand, there are so many people who are out there who are going to be compatible with you. All right? But the thing is that you have to choose whether or not you want the connection with one of these guides, because there are many guides out there. You are surrounded by guides. Guides. I just have to say that one more time just so that it wraps around your head, okay? The more that you go through different, romantic partners, the more you will understand that you're learning so much from them. But also, be wise with the guides that you choose to take a long-term path with. In the end of the day, it's all you. Now, number 5, independence, freedom, being out on your own. It is great. It is great. Like, no one has to tell you what to do, when to go to the restroom, or how to go about doing things. It's great. But you also need to understand that with this independence and this freedom comes responsibility. All right? Just like your bills. Sorry guys, I can barely breathe right now. I've just been like hopping along in my mind right now. Anyways, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of different responsibilities as an adult. The more your freedom comes, the more liability. It's just, things are gonna pile on, especially financially. And it is up to you to manage your money. Manage your money, all right? Now, money comes and goes, which is a-okay. That's just something that's gonna happen. But also know how to invest in your money, how to save your money, how to go about using it properly so that you can get everything you want and everything that you need. All right? A lot of people talk about millennials, my generation, us not really having that many kids or not having kids at all. Well, it's because some of us can barely afford to even take care of ourselves, especially in this world. Standard of living is redonkulous, okay? So why bring another human into this world, adding some more, financial obligations? Like, kids are amazing, don't get me wrong. They're like some beautiful creatures. At the same time, you gotta be able to afford them too. My generation thinks a lot about that stuff. And listen, you're gonna have to think about that as well as you are growing up getting into your own adult stage, finding your own career or job path, and basically figuring out what you want to do with your money. Definitely think about how you're going to manage your money and how you're going about living your lifestyle. All right? Number 6, communication is your best friend. If you didn't already learn this, please understand that as an adult, if you don't have great communication skills, definitely learn about it. Learn all about it, because it will make your life a whole lot easier. Like I'm telling you, communication with your friends, communication with your family, communication with your significant others, and communication with the people that you work with at your job. That is huge. Like communicating yourself honestly and in the way that will help yourself and sometimes even others is going to allow you to get the things that you need and want a whole lot faster. Stop playing games with people. People don't really like playing the guessing game when it comes to your mind. And you don't like doing the same thing either. Communicate yourself very clearly, effectively, whether or not it is to inform people or persuade people. Communication is your best friend. Figure out how to talk to people. I get it. Like, we kind of live in a society now where everyone's afraid to talk to people. But you need to understand that communication is the only way that you're going to get past a lot of barriers in life. And also understand that language is huge. It is huge. Do not lose any sense of your language, because that is how your brain is wired, okay? I will talk another time about why language is so important, guys. But just leave it at that. Continue to better the way that you communicate. Because if you don't learn that right now, you're going to learn that the hard way later on. And listen, I'm just trying to make sure that your life is a little bit easier. That's all. So, right next to communication is rule number 7, which is self-love is mandatory. Self-love is mandatory. Okay, I get it. We were raised in a society where we were learned to respect others and follow the rules and do this and that and this. But no one ever sits you down and says, all right, dude, so listen, we got to talk about self-love, why it's so important, and what you need to do. Listen, you have to have self-love in this world for so many different reasons. For one, once you actually learn to love yourself, you know, that person that you're going to be with for the rest of your life, you're going to understand that there's so many different things that change in your life, including your own perception on a lot of varying topics, okay? Self-love will allow you to have more confidence to be a better you all the time, and also to attract the things that you want. The law of attraction is a very, very powerful thing, but it all starts with you. You gotta have that love, that confidence, that being, that power that you are, okay? And having that. Also understanding your roots, because once you know your history, you will start to realize that there's a sense of discernment that you need in this world. There are certain questions that you have to start asking for. And that's okay. Like I said, you need to pique your curiosity, educate yourself some more. All right, there's so much to learn, especially about yourself. And which leads us to number 6. Don't stress your future, because you're going to figure it out and then figure it out again. Now, what exactly does that mean? It really means when someone's asking you what you're going to do in your future, what your plans are. If you are anything like me and you're like, I don't know, I don't even know this world right now. Like, I see what's on TV, blah, blah, blah. Listen, don't stress the future. You're going to grow into you. You're going to learn to love you. You're going to understand where your place is in all of this. All of this. It's going to be great. I promise. All right? And once you figure that out, something will happen, and then you're going to figure more stuff out. You know why? Because if you ever try to look the universe dead in its face and says, all right, dude, this is my plan. This, and this. Take it. The universe is gonna like bust out laughing, like tears, hysterically laughing. They're gonna be rolling on the floor. Universe is gonna be like, you thought. You thought. And hey, that's okay. We can control a lot of things, especially about ourselves, how we respond and how we react in life. We can control how we perceive ourselves and the world around us, but we can't control everything about our future. Even if you do see the future, there's still so many little blank pieces of information that you need to know, that you're going to figure out along the way. That's okay. All right? You're going to figure it out, and you're going to figure it out again. So please don't stress your future. You'll be A-okay. But also, please take heed to all the guides around you. Learn from them. Take advantage of the people who are guiding you. Because even though you're young and you're super rebellious, even to your own self, you need to understand that the guidance that you're getting right now is going to help you a whole lot more in the future. And you're going to see this once you mature a little bit more. You're like, damn, these humans are actually, kind of on my side. That's exactly what you want to know, okay? Number 9, do it when you're ready. Just do it. Okay, no, on a real note though, sometimes we're not ready for certain situations. And me, I'm a holistic healer, so I will tell you, sometimes you are not ready to heal from either a situation, an event, or even from a person. Listen, that's okay. Sometimes you gotta sit on the floor a little bit longer and just cry your eyes out. But at some point, you're gonna have to get up and you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to do it, okay? Don't be that one person that has other people dragging you along the floor while you're just still moping around. Do it whenever you're ready. Get up whenever you're ready, okay? Sometimes we need a little extra push just to, motivate ourselves to be a better us. And that's okay. That's okay. But if you still need a moment just to sit with yourselves, just to release, just to do whatever it is that you need to, do it. But get back up and do it when you're ready. And you'll understand what that means when that situation comes to you. Trust me. And number 10, do not sacrifice yourself, as in your life, your path, your dreams, your goals. Don't sacrifice any of that for someone else. No, absolutely not. Do not. First of all, you're young, and a lot of things are going to want to get into your way. And it is here to teach you and also blind you at the same time. Don't let any of that stuff get in your way. Do not put yourself on the back burner while you're just giving all of you to things outside of yourself. Listen, it is great to know that you have responsibilities and you're taking care of it. Because if you do have responsibilities, you better just take a hold of that and definitely prioritize it in your life. But at the same time, you need to understand that you're worthy. You're just as worthy as the things that you deem valuable, maybe even more so. So please don't ever forget about yourself, because you're living life for you. This is your simulation. This is your world. You'll be okay, all right? So in general, life is about shaping who you are by deciding what you want to become of your life, of yourself, of your being, okay? So please understand that answers are abundant. Sometimes the answers don't come as immediate as we ask our questions, but they are going to come. There's so many answers out there, especially in the age of information. But learn how to have discernment when you get this answer. Are you bold enough to even ask these questions? And are you prepared for that answer? That is what life is all about. It's going to turn us one way, and then it's going to turn us the other. Because we like the excitement. We like the surprise. But we also like being who we are, learning who we are, learning who other people are. It's exciting. Life is exciting when it wants to be. Okay? So while you were growing, while you were shaping yourself, your life, your future, your goals, and everything that you were going to be free in and responsible for, definitely take heed of this advice. Take advantage of the guides around you, because I'm telling you, it's going to help you in the future. Surround yourself by people who want to help you build up, who want to encourage you to be a better you every day. And if you don't have people like that, you be that person to encourage yourself to be a better you every day. every day, okay? Adulting is not just one thing. It's never just one thing. It's many, many, many things. But it can be made just a little bit easier if you take heed of some of the guidance around you. My young people, you quite literally are our future. Like, people younger than me are or like, you know, you're not really my future, but like, you're the future for this world, as I'm the future for this world with, you know, my generation. And I think that we're doing pretty great. By the way, millennials, we are awesome, because we are in a time of a whole lot of transition. I'm telling you, like, we've watched the transition, we are being the transition. I'm so proud of us, okay? But we have so much more work to do. So, Adulting 101, all wrapped up. You've got this, young people, but definitely, definitely, definitely understand that you've got to be more practical with yourself, and you have to treat yourself better. We will be okay. All right, guys, I love you dearly. Have a great rest of your week. We shall talk later, and let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'm here, waiting, loving you guys, trying to heal you all, one person at a time. That's what I do. I'm Nani. You have a great day, okay? Mwah.